Evan McPherson has this one teed up.
And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Go. Hey, Ozzy, sit up. You change it.
To throw is Jackson. Going deep for Walker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Report.
4th down. Here's Jackson.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 22 and a first down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Again, it's Henry. Shoots him off. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Sit hot! 180! You change it.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Go.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
13.
They give it to him running left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
180! Too hot! 180! What is shot? 180!
Henry.
And he'll be well short of the first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Tonight! Report! Hey! Tonight!
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Well, how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Open man is Yoshi Boss.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
11 more yards. That's another Bengals first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Now Burrow changing the look.
2nd and 2.
11, 11. 12, 12.
On 2nd and 2.
Burrow got a man open. It's Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this down inside the 40.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So it looks like they stopped some finding them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On 1, ready?
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 180.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
This one complete to Yoshibas.
And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
First down, Bengals.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Gun.
Burrow looking to pass. This will be caught inside the 10.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. 11.
First and goal, Cincinnati.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Andre Yoshibas
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready? Let's go. It's hot. Ready. Report. Hey.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Going deep for Walker.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Finish it up. 13. Hey, middle. Sit up.
Here's Jackson. Looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th.
Go ahead. Hey. Go right here. You.
Jackson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Hard throw, incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
All right, I got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Middle. Hey, Ozzy. Chill out. Hey, report.
Now Jackson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
180. You at X. Go right here. Sit up.
Throwing is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
At the 22-yard line.
180.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Ozzy. Hey. Hey, shot. Let's go. Sit hard. What is it on?
Henry up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 8.
180. What? 180. Report. You.
Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Isaiah Likely, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And able to get this
this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. And the Bengals first down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Burrow. Now he's going to step up and run. And this is going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.